And if you want, I can provide the Zoom link if you want as well, because I've got a Zoom account. Either way works.
Yeah, if you would love to, I'll send you this week's recording. But if you want, simple on your computer, feel free.
Okay.
So you could send the link, so then that way you have the calls. I also want to apologize. We're getting work done on our house. I've got like construction guys putting siding up and everything. So like if there's noise, can you hear any of that?
So wait, you're human?
Yeah, well,
You're
yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
Oh man.
Well, if you hear lots of noise, just I'll let you know if
Don't
I can't hear you. But so yeah, I'd love to know
don't worry about it.
okay, good. Thank you. Why is now the time for you? And again, I'll mute myself so you don't hear my click clacking.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna share a lot with you. Okay. I've known Ray for years. I've been attending his events for years. First met him personally in 2017, right before I moved to Florida. What event was it? I think Top Earner Academy or something. Something there, May of 2017. So it was funny. I went to his event then, and within 2 weeks, I'd moved to Florida. And that was already planned. So I've been in network marketing for years. I mean, I've been an entrepreneur in my mind for years. First company was in 2003, I want to say. Had some success early out, and this I'm sure got in the way back then, and I wound up leaving. You know, uh, I've when I moved to Florida in 2017, I was going through a divorce. Okay, so it was like a really weird time for me at that time. And honestly, I've been in network marketing forever, but I never had as much success as I did in the first company that I was in. Um, and I don't know if you want me to mention company names or not. If not, no big deal. Not a
I
big
mean,
deal.
it's up to you. If it would make it easier, then that's
Yeah,
fine. It's up to
yeah,
you.
it's fine. Yeah, first company I was ever in, it was Herbalife.
Okay.
And that was like way
Which
way
has
back in the day.
since stopped being a network marketing company, correct? Is that the one?
No, yeah, you're thinking
Oh,
Advocare.
Advocare. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Herbalife is always getting in trouble with the FTC for their practices and stuff like that. Anyway, I did have like early success with them. And then I've kind of jumped from company to company, and it really wasn't serving me. And I honestly think maybe that's one of the reasons why my divorce happened, because my ex-wife got like upset and stuff like that. I can't say for sure. And honestly, I know she was with another guy before we had departed ways. Not physically, but emotionally and everything, because they started dating once we had all moved to Florida. She lives like an hour away where my daughter lives. That's one blessing I had from that divorce is my daughter. So she just turned 20 a couple days ago. Uh, I met a phenomenal woman 3.5 years ago, and we're getting married next month.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats. That's awesome.
So a few years ago, I started my current company, which I'm in, and I 100% honest with you right now, I have not recruited anyone in, and I've got one customer right now.
Okay.
Okay, and that customer is my fiance right now.
Okay.
All right. Am I opposed to this? No. Have I tried? Yes. I haven't done a lot on social media. I'm mainly doing face to face and stuff like that. I guess I've had a lot of fears, and that's been one of them, is talking to people on social media. I can talk to people all day long face to face, no problem at all. I've been doing videos for a long time. I don't know if you've ever looked at my page or not, but I've done a video a day since consistently since the when was it, the 2019 June 2019 14-day challenge. So there's a few of us from there. Teresa Fink, I think Gary Martinez and
And yeah,
Dennis Wong.
that's how I know
So,
you. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. No,
so
that's amazing. So that's really cool. Definitely something I want you to continue when we talk about, because by the end of this, we want to have at least some sort of DMO, and then, most of which, might be things you're already doing. But so continue. So right now you're in this company, you have a customer, not really present on social media, would like to get present, but there's some fears there.
well, I guess it's just been here, you know.
Right.
A couple of years ago, I actually got to meet Ray and Hank. Were you ever on Play to Win?
No. No.
You were not. Okay. Um, I guess I was on a real mini version of that, if you want to call it that. So Ray did a contest here in Florida where he picked like four or five, I think five of us to meet up with him for a day. We thought it was a day of coaching. Well, it was a day of Hank ripping me a new one pretty much. Um, and it's okay because I kind of needed that at the time. And I think that's when he was first starting Ray how to do like what Ray's doing now with the laser coaching and everything. Um, and it really opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. It got me to realize I was not really taking responsibility for my life at that time. So I use my company's products consistently. I talk to people about them in person, but I want to branch out to social media to do it there without fear, you know. And I'm looking at it like this, Jennifer. If I could do all these videos all the time, why not me? You know, why not me being able to talk to people? I mean, Michelle's talk the other day really resonated with me. It really did. So I'm ready. And like I said, I'm getting married next month in October.
We got married in October too. So that's a
Did you
great,
really?
yeah.
What day?
October 5th is our anniversary.
Okay,
Yeah.
ours is going to be the
Great.
23rd. Well,
A
happy early
great.
anniversary to you.
Yeah. We're a little bit earlier in the month because I live in Michigan. So you can't really have weddings past, like, well, you can, but it's a little bit more difficult. It's so much
Look,
more.
I'm from Chicago originally, so I get it.
Yeah, you get it.
I get it. 4 seasons in one day. Totally get it.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So
So,
I love the language. I want to point out quick. I love how you started to shift. You were like I have fears. And that affirmation of I have fear can be so powerful. But I loved then you shifted to I'm ready. So I want you to write that down because you did that for yourself. And if you can do that consistently, because it was such a great example, and this is going to be recorded, but like, of fear is not a bad thing. Fear can be a very big motivator, right? And I think sometimes when we have fear, we almost like feel shame, like I shouldn't feel this fear. But every quote unquote negative emotion really is just a message. And what fear shows up the most of the time when fear shows up, it's because we feel a lack of preparation in some way. Like fear shows up to tell us prepare more, or prepare for this thing, or prepare your mind, or prepare your body in some way. It's like a
right.
lack of it's like uncertainty. So really, I loved that you said, I'm ready, because that I want that to be your affirmation. When you recognize the fear, I want you to like try and physically, like, either if you do like a superhero pose or something, or like stand up straight, notice how your body is, and just, I'm ready, go. Because that is going to trick, like how Ray says with the shower, like, I am the master of my mind.
Mhm.
That's how you're going to master your mind, is with like something like that. So continue. What were you going to say? I think
Okay. No, it's fine. No, I'm ready. You know, when I attended the event this year, um, I honestly wasn't going to join Inner Circle. I was in years ago. I think when the program had first started, I'd worked with Aubrey several years ago. And I just sold, well, I was after I got divorced, I moved into a mobile home. All right. So I was living there for a couple of years. I actually just sold that. We're going to use the proceeds from that to pay for our wedding coming up. But I did have some extra money. And my fiance is going to be doing network marketing as well, not with my company. She's with Mary Kay. So, and can I tell you what company I'm with? Is that okay? Okay, Modere. So, and I know a lot of some of the coaches and stuff are a part of that as well. Or I know Stacy and Nicole are.
Mhm.
That's cool. I don't know. I'm ready. I'm tired of sitting on the sidelines. I have a job that I work from 8 to 5. My main goal with coaching is to build enough skill to help me make the money to get out of that, to retire myself from that. So then I can work on retiring my spouse.
So it's interesting that you said my goal is to build enough skill so that I can. What if you could do it without as much skill as you think? Like,
Well, maybe my wording was wrong with that,
okay.
because I've got all the knowledge and everything. I do. It's just a matter of doing it.
So specifically, because I want part of the action steps that you're going to take out of today, we're going to come up with a DMO. And part of
Okay.
that's going to include, I want you to write your clear intention every day. So what for some people, they've been writing, I am a 6-figure earner. Other people have written like, I am a diamond, whatever. But I want it to be emotional. So like if you say I'm a black diamond, whatever, and like that really doesn't feel like Ray has talked about how like money didn't really elicit any emotion for him.
I've
But
got to
if
feel
you're
it.
like, what? Yeah. And if you're struggling to feel it, it's okay. You don't have to have the perfect one yet. It'll change because after saying it for a while, you'll realize like I don't have the emotion that I thought I had, and you'll make tweaks. It'll evolve. Some people have written like I am a speaker on the Rising Star panel, or I am impacting. I am impacting hundreds of lives this year, or I want it to be kind of measurable as well. So like,
Okay.
I am a speaker, that's something that you can check off a list because you'll be asked to be a speaker, check. If you're just like, I am wealthy, it's kind of like hard to measure there because wealth is different for different people. Or like, it's like saying, I'm going to be healthy. Well, what does be healthy mean? How can you measure that? That makes
That
sense.
that makes total sense, because when I did meet with with Ray and Hank, that was before Rank Makers Live 2019, and I was trying to lose a little bit of weight at the time. And they're like, "Okay, well, what's your plan? Get specific." All right.
Ah,
And they had me do this. Okay, no, that's not good enough. Get specific.
yeah,
So that's what I have to do now. Get specific.
right. And I encourage you to do this with health goals or relationship goals, in your marriage and whatever. But like for this, what is that clear intention that if our, visualize this is our last call, what are you saying to me? What am I saying to you? What is the thing that you've achieved? What are you, if you are on the Rising Star panel, what are you getting recognized for? Like Mike 10x'd his business. Mike, earned a company incentive trip and helped a teammate earn it too. Mike was asked to train on his corporate for corporate 3 times this year.
Cool.
Make it as measurable as possible. So that's number 1. Write down that clear intention. I want you to write it every day. If you don't know what it is, you don't have to share it with me, but eventually I'd love for you to share it with me. The next thing is I'd love to talk about your current DMO. So what are you currently doing every day for your business? So you're doing it sounds like you're doing a video every day. I heard that.
I'm doing a video a day right now, and I'm just verbally talking to people. I want to switch that to social media. So I want to continue doing a video a day. And I think I want to start off going for 10 no's a day. No, I definitely want to do that. Trying to catch my language as it's coming out
That's
to get
it.
specific.
That was great. And the way you caught yourself with the, I have fears, and then you're like a little bit later, you're like, no, I'm ready. That it was great. So I totally believe you when you say I'm trying to catch my language because I see it from you. Okay, so do a video a day, go for 10 no's a day. And whenever someone gives me a no goal, I've just seen this happen so often. I want to say to you, what's the plan? Where are you going to find the people? Because just like usually just the go for 10 no's or whatever, it's like, I want let's break this down even more. Are you going to prospect using pages? Are you going to cold prospect? What script are you going to use? Do you have any of those specifics? Not that they can't change, but
Honestly, not yet. That's
okay.
where I can use some recommendation from you.
Okay, so one thing I want you to do is if you haven't already, I want you to watch Stacy and Nicole's social media profile training that they did yesterday. Did you see that?
I saw it live. I was actually working at the time, but I will go back and rewatch it.
Okay, and I'm just telling everybody, don't just watch it to watch it and then go implement on your profile.
Well, I tell you, the one thing I did watch yesterday before that was in guide one, I think it's the third thing down, raise video.
What
How
how you do
how
one
you
thing?
show how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I'm like, dang, that makes so much sense. It's like you
Yes.
hear these things over and over and over, but it's like the one time when you're not expecting something to happen, boom, it resonates.
So I agree. And one thing that always helped me is Tony Robbins said, repetition is the mother of skill. And so anytime like I've ever wanted to build my skills, right? It's like I used to look for the newest strategy. Like I must be missing something. And the biggest shift that has helped me so much is that no, I just actually need to go relearn or unlearn. So I need to go back and either listen to something or like just look at it with new eyes. It's actually not that I haven't heard something, it's that I need to hear it again to get it. So yeah, whenever I'm feeling like I must be missing something, I'm like, no, I need to relearn or unlearn something here. So do a video a day, go for 10 no's a day. I'm going to have you watch that training and then implement from that. Because, you don't have a lot of customers, and I don't know how many prospects you have right now. I want to put all the eggs really into prospecting. We're going to build that like a machine.
Right.
Okay. So it's not that I'm saying don't follow up with these people, but I am saying, I don't know how much time you have. I know you work 8 to 5, but 50% of that time should be spent prospecting. And so the second training I'm going to give you is what to do if you only have an hour. It's a training from Ray. And he talks about how go all in on prospecting to start. Like if you are really ready, build up that that lead funnel. People miss that. They prospect for a little bit and then they follow up with like 10 people. And then, but man, that's the secret in the beginning is like, I know people hear my story and it sounds fast. Like I say, like I came into Rank Makers, 30 days of doing the action step, had my biggest month ever, 90 days in Inner Circle. People don't realize I came in 5 years of prospecting my face off. It's just, I didn't have systems for follow-up. I didn't, so that's what really helped me. But so you're gonna prospect your face off. Can you, like, I want you to just envision like, like Coach Forrest is like this prospecting powerhouse, and like maybe you're that for this class, but people who get that in their brain, there's no stopping them.
Okay.
Because you can control how many people you ask if they're open. And when you just have that generating, you'll be unstoppable.
I had one guy tell me a couple of years ago, because I've been suffering from this for a while. And he said, you're not looking at them face to face. You're just sending them a message. What's the worst they can tell you? No.
Yeah. Yeah. And I also don't want you to, I want you to keep prospecting in person, or I want you to keep.
Oh, I will.
Okay, good. Because that's
look,
really key.
Like I said, add more skill on. So
yeah,
and it just do it.
So how long? So you're gonna go for 10 no's a day. We're gonna help you with your marketing. You're doing your Facebook Live for your marketing. I also want you to start with, you're going to be writing down your intention every day. I think the other personal development thing that I just want you to get in the habit of is like that visualization. So with that intention, whatever it is for you, what are the feelings that come up, and working through that. If it's fear, it's okay. Remember, it's not bad. It's just fear is what I need to work through. And your mantra is going to be, I'm ready. So
got it.
I think this is a good DMO to start, because it's focused primarily on prospecting, and that is going to be the key. So I'll send over a recap email that'll have this all laid out for you. Make it super simple. But if any other questions come up, you can reach out. But just quick, I've got, write down a clear, measurable intention every day. And it should be the same one. It should be the same one, but it can tweak, but it shouldn't be like one day this, one day that. Okay.
Okay.
Use the
that helps. It really does.
Yes. Use I'm ready to help you overcome that fear. Just notice when it comes up and pivot. Go for 10 no's a day and continue doing a video every day. Training from Stacy and Nicole. Implement what's in there, and then the training from Ray, what to do if you only have an hour. Sound good?
Sounds like a plan. I appreciate it. I'm trying to be respectful of your time. I know we're a couple minutes over. I'm sorry about that.
All good. All good. Thank you so much. I'm excited to work with you, and welcome again. So very cool.
I will be hitting you up a lot in Messenger, so just be ready.
You're good.
Okay.
I will get this recording over to you when I'm done with my coaching calls, which is at 2 o'clock.
No worries.
Today. So awesome. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too, Jennifer. Thank you. Bye.